Part 2 is the report speech. Okay, so here what we have to really, well, the reported speech is good because we have to know all of the grammar. We really have to know all of the grammar to do right, the reported speech well. We have to be able to transition, right? It changes the reported speech, the present simple to the simple past. The present continuous to the past continuous. The present perfect, past perfect. Simple past, past perfect. Past continuous, past perfect continuous. So this is the transition when you have to say. One is the direct speech. The other is the reported speech, right? But we not only change the grammar tense, we also change the place and the time. Right? Direct speech, we say today. In reported speech, we say that day. In direct speech, we say now, and reported then, or at the moment. Yesterday, the day before, days ago, days before. That's the transition that has to be made. We also, the pronouns and the adjectives could change.
Teacher, sorry, future perfect is changed for good have plus is perfect past perfect
No.
or present perfect. PP.
Past participle. Past participle of the verb, right? Past of the verb of the would have gone, would have done, would have seen, right? The past participle. So it's talking about a verb in the past participle, right? Should have been, right? Infinitive. To be, the infinitive, that's like the passive voice. Been, played, right? Or whatever it is. It depends on the person the message is referred to, right? Direct speech. You should go to my office, right? I don't know him. Said you should go to my, in reported speech, she said that I should go to her office. La perspectiva cambia, the perspective changes. If you should go to my office, she said I should go to her office. Depende quién lo dice, quién lo recibe. También depende de qué momento del día lo dices. If you say it immediately after, sucede y al minuto estás reportándolo, okay, no cambia el tiempo. But if you say it maybe the next day or the day, 2 days or 3 days, ya ahí cambia, right? That's the thing. Si sigue siendo la mañana cuando reportas, say this morning, right? Still this morning, sigue siendo. But if it's not, say aquel mañana, right? That day or whatever it was. Okay, so there is a change here. There's a change here. So we really have to just practice looking at this chart, right? Looking at the chart to help us remember, and the places and the times, the pronouns and the adjectives, right? Is it possessive? Is it not? All of these things. It says, it is not always necessary to change the verb tense. If you want to report something that has a real state, right? If it's constant, es un hecho constante, right? Es un hecho, right? That's it. It's the square has 4 sides. It's not necessary to change the term had. No, it's not necessary because, right? He said that the 4 has 4 squares, right? Even if he says it today or tomorrow, it's still true. It has 4 sides, right? So it's something that's real, right? We know that squares will always have 4 sides. And this is un hecho que siempre va a tener 4 lados, un cuadrado. So yes, it's a fact. So we don't have to change the tense. For facts, cosas reales, no, it's okay. You don't have to change. All right, so now you did exercise 1. All right, you did what exercises do you have to do? Reported speech, here we go, number 3. All right, here it says, Jesus said, will you marry me? Jesus asked if I would marry him. John said, I love this town. John said, what?
Jesus said, will you marry me? Jesus asked.
Sorry?
Oh, sorry, teacher. John said, I love this town. John said, oh, he, present simple. Oh, he loved this town, teacher. Oh,
He could say he
Oh.
loves.
he loved that town. He loved the. Oh, he no. Okay, claro. He loved that town, teacher, or no?
He loves that town, or
He loves me.
Yeah.
Teacher, but is present simple. Change is not past simple.
okay, but is it a real state? ¿Es algo real? ¿Es un hecho? Yes, it could be also, right?
Teacher, sí, es un hecho is the present. Similar.
Yes,
is,
exactly.
He loves.
He loves that town. Because you could also say he loved, maybe, pero en el caso que ya no ama, right? Que esa opinión cambió, it could be loved. But in this case, if he loves it, todo depende de ese contexto. Si lo sigue queriendo o no, right? So that's the idea. So he said he loves this town. He loves this town. He said that he loves that town, right? Lo que cambia sí is the demonstrative. Ya no this, sino that, right? Demonstrative, the pronoun. The pronoun changes. All right. And what about number 2? Do you like soccer? He asked me.
Do you like soccer? Oh, he asked me. He asked me like. Do you like soccer? He asked me.
He asked me if I.
He asked me.
If I liked.
If I like soccer.
Or liked. Cualquiera de los dos. He asked me if I like soccer.
Teacher, the verb is in
the past here. He asked me if I liked. También los dos pueden ser en el pasado. Yes, he asked if I liked, or he asked if I like.
Okay.
Porque puede ser like ahora que me gusta, igual como love. Es un estado, right? It could be in both. Pero ¿por qué no lleva ese? Because of the I in this one and the he in this one, right? He loves and I like. It's not going to say I likes, right? No. Right. He asked me if I like soccer. And what about number 3? I can't drive a truck, he said.
I can't drive. Él dijo. He said.
Ya no I, sino he, right? He said he
can.
Yes, couldn't. Yes.
He could, teacher. He could?
Couldn't, negative.
Couldn't.
Right. Drive a truck. Now, ahí estamos cambiando el tiempo en el can, en el auxiliar. Y el verbo ya no tenemos que cambiarlo. Después de este auxiliar, siempre el verbo se mantiene.
Teacher, right? Can is changed for could, right?
Yes, couldn't. Yes, that's right.
No, couldn't in this case.
Right, and then number 4 says, be nice to your brother, he said.
Él dice, he asked. Oh, no.
He asked me.
Él me preguntó. He asked me. Be nice to my brother, teacher?
To be nice to my brother, yes. He asked me to be nice to my brother. Nice to my brother.
Don't be nasty, he said. He urged. Teacher, what is urged?
Urged. Me exigió,
él exigió. Okay. Me exigió, no. Nasty. What is
nasty? Ser grosero. Nasty is grosero.
Okay, nasty. Grosero.
En ese caso necesitamos el negativo y el infinitive. Not to be nasty. He urged me not to be nasty.
Not to be nasty.
don't be nasty. He urged me not to be nasty. Yes. En eso, el negativo y el infinitivo. Right. Negative and then the infinitive. Not to be, porque generalmente ponemos el be más el not para formar el negativo, pero in this case no. Right, and I think they mentioned here. Sorry, I think they mentioned here. Okay, yeah, the infinitive.
And when I infinitive to be plus
Past participle, but in this case, there is no past participle in this case, right? It's just to be. And then nasty is an adjective, porque estamos hablando de un adjective.
It's not verb, right, teacher?
It's not a verb. No, it's not a verb. That's the thing. It's an adjective. All right, so here, then the next one, number 6. Don't waste your money, she said. She told the boys, y again, el negativo, not to waste, ya no, your money, sino de ellos, their money. She told the boys not to waste their money. Después del negativo, el infinitivo.
Teacher, while 6 is she thought, because is no dijo, is habló algo así, ¿no?
No, bueno, it's okay. Es como la indicación, right? She told the boys. Right?
Yeah.
Una orden en vez de puedes prestarme dinero. Eso no es una orden, es una pregunta, right? So that's the difference in the intention. The intention is different, right? But yes, she said in this sentence, and then she told in this sentence. Yes, it's okay. Yes, because you're reporting, right? She said it verbally, and then she told the boys. Yes, you're reporting it. It's okay. All right. And what about the next one? It says, "What have you decided to do?" She asked him. What have you decided to do?
Sorry, teacher. What have you decided to do? ¿Qué ha decidido hacer? Ella le preguntó. Dice, she asked him. Ella le preguntó. He asked him. What? What's right, teacher? What he.
Entonces, remember, si es el pasado simple, what do we change it to? The past simple? We change it to the past perfect.
Past simple. What is, teacher, in this case, what
he had decided.
What he had decided, right?
Right. What she asked him what he had decided, because decided is in the past. And so past perfect had decided. Yes, that's the one. Had decided to do. All right, and the next one here is number 8. I always wake up early, he said.
Decided to do. I always wake up early. Él dice. He said. He said he. Él dice. He always, teacher, is correct. Always. He always wakes. Teacher is wakes up.
Yes, wakes up early because it's a routine, right? It's a state. It's un estado, right? He always wakes up early. Yes, he always wakes up because he always woke up early. No, he woke porque no dejó de despertarse. It's okay. It's continuous. Good.
You should revise your lessons. Él dice, he advised, teacher, él aconsejó, he advised the students,
he advised the students,
you should,
porque ese advice ya está reemplazando el should. You should, right? They advise the students to.
He advised the students. Is half, teacher, half or Have revised.
No, because look at the should. The should. Look at the list for should.
Teacher
Activity
is
should.
have plus participle.
Should have, right? Should have. Right, so here it says should. So it says you should revise your lessons. He advised the students.
Have revised your lessons.
Pero sería should must have. Ya no vamos a usar should. Porque ya reemplazamos el should con el advised. Entonces con ponerlo advised ya no ponemos should, por eso ya no va esa misma estructura. No vamos a poner should have. No, that's it. He advised the students to de frente revise, ya no your lessons, sino sus, de ellos, their lessons.
Oh.
Right? He advised the students to revise their lessons. Now here is the infinitive. Why is it infinitive? Vamos a decir infinitive. Imperative. He advised them to do something. To do. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so there's not really a change there. All right, let's go to the next one. The last one, number 10. Where have you been? He asked me.
¿Dónde está? Where have you been? He asked me. You have you been? It's past present perfect, teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
He want to know, él quiere saber. He want to know where teacher?
Where I had.
Oh, because you know where I
had been, right?
Where I had been.
Where I in the past perfect now. Yes, that's right. Where I had been. That's correct. Okay. Yes, we have to practice a little bit more. Now let's go to some more practice. We have to. No hay más práctica de eso, right? Lo demás hiciste en clase.
No,
okay, no problem. I have more. All right, where is it? Aquí justo. Oh, but a past perfect. No standard basic. No, we have to go to the intermediate. No problem. So go to the intermediate. Oh, and this is the reported, right? Reported speech. Now we have reported orders, reported requests. We have many. So let's see here what they say. There it is. So what page is that? 204. So 215. Order statements. There you go. Okay, so now sharing the screen. Okay, so here we have some more context. And obviously in the context of reporters, right? Because they're reporting the information. We usually hear this in the news, we hear this structure, right? So they say, our members voted early today. The results will be available this afternoon. I can't say more than that. That's what this person said directly, direct speech. Now the reporters, they transmit this information. It says the union leader said that their members had voted earlier and that the results would be available later in the afternoon. But he added he couldn't say any more. Right? So he said directly our members, and then indirectly, right, their members, right, reporting it, right? Voted earlier today, voted in the simple past, had voted in the past perfect. Would be changed from will be, right, in the future to the more reported future will be, all right? That he can't say more, that he couldn't say more, right? So we're changing that. It's the same idea. Okay, so here it says, when we report another person's words, we can use direct speech, okay, yes, with the quotations, or reported speech. For direct speech, we use the exact words and put them between quotation marks, right? Yes, direct speech, sí se puede reportarlo textualmente using the quotes, right? Or inverted commas around them. I'm really hungry because I haven't eaten since breakfast, said Annabelle, right? With the quotes, right? With the quotes. Very good. When we report speech with the reporting verb, okay, verbo de reportar, like say, like tell, right? Like say and tell, or ask. Say, tell, and ask, right? These are the three: say, tell, and ask. Okay, we have to see. In the present, we use the same tense. You're right. When we reporting verb, we use the same tense, but we have to change the pronoun. Todo lo demás cambia, right? And the verb forms when necessary. Cuando sea necesario. Annabelle says she's really hungry because she hasn't eaten since breakfast, right? So here, Annabelle says, right, that she's really hungry. It doesn't change because she hasn't eaten since breakfast. This changed, right? Into the present perfect, right? And it says, when we report another person's word for the first time, he and she said them, we usually use the past tense of the verb to introduce them. And we change the tense of verb as well. Annabelle said that she was really hungry, but she hasn't eaten anything since lunch. Right? We use that after said, but often leave it out. Right? Jack said that we could see, pero lo omitimos. He would meet us here. Jack said that, or Jack said he would meet us here. Yes, that's okay. Generalmente el that va, pero lo omitimos. Right?
No, teacher, sorry, puedes subir un poco.
Yeah.
Thanks, teacher. When report a speech with a reporting verb in the present. Teacher, is como que en ese momento, right? I don't. It's not past. When we report speech with a reporting verb.
In the present, right? When it's in the present, it's not the past. It stays the present. And if necessary, maybe you can change the verb. But originally, no, right? Originally, no. Pero aquí sí está usando el presente perfecto porque dice que no ha comido desde el desayuno y eso requiere de perfecto para expresar.
Y when we report another person, es decir, yo le estoy diciendo a otra persona, another person,
okay,
was sometime.
It depends on the structure, but yes. Also, it doesn't have to change. Annabelle told me. Ahí sí, pues, told and me van juntos. Told and me. Say and me no van juntos. So just say. Right?
Okay.
That's the thing. That's the difference. Con el objeto, no. Said me no existe. Pero told me sí puede ser. Right? Or tells me in the present. It could be. Right? But not said me. Said me is impossible. Told me is okay. That's the difference, right? Asked me también is okay. Ask and me is okay. Asking me, told and me, yes, that's fine. But said me, no, never. That's the difference. Right? Like I said, she said, they said they, not they said we, right? They said us, no. They said not her, ever her. They said she, maybe. Con el sujeto, yes. No con el objeto. That's the one. Okay, good. So here it says some verbs don't change. For example, the past perfect se mantiene past perfect. All right. Modal verbs: could, would, should, mustn't, no cambia. Right. These words. We could go. See, can puede ser. Can puede cambiarse a pasar. Pero could no tiene a qué cambiar. No hay uno más. So it's could is could. Must is must. There's no change there. Okay, that's the other one. And we also remember we changed the pronouns to the other possessives, right? To the possessives or the adjectives or the objects, right? He, him or her, hers, mine, our, the possessive pronouns or the adjectives that we use. Today or that day. That's the same as we have there. Look, el cuadro que no tenemos era de los pronombres, right? Pronouns and the possessives. Pronouns and the possessives. That's what's not on our practice. So I, he or she, dependiendo. Right? Me, him or her. My, his or her. Mine, his or hers. Como pronombres, no como adjetivos. You, I and we, your, my or our, yours, mine or ours, we, they, us, them, etc. That's the one that says, Paul said, I arrived here an hour ago. Paul said he had arrived there an hour before in the reported speech. Direct speech, I arrived here an hour ago. Hace una hora, right? Una hora antes. Right? That's the way you say it in the reported speech. Angelique and the teen said, we're starting our course at college next month. They said they were starting their course at college the following month. Yeah, no, so we said next month. We use the following month, like the chart. Today, that day, tonight, that night, tomorrow, that, the next day, the following day, etc. Right? It says, we do not usually repeat yes and no in reported speech, except in informal speech for emphasis. Yes, we did earlier today. He said that they had earlier that day. They don't say, he said that yes, no. He said that they had, right? So no se repite generalmente. Informally, you could say yes. Anyway, he said that yes, they had decided earlier, but that's very informal, okay? It's possible, but it's very informal. Okay, so that's the... All right, reasons for not changing tense, otros motivos, right? Why also do we not change? There's more than one, no es una sola, right? There are more than one reasons. So there are times when we can choose not to change the tense of the verb in reported speech. For example, when the situation or feeling opinion in the original statement are still true. Si todavía le quiere, sigue siendo verdad, right? So it's okay, so it stays true. My three sisters have red, bright hair, right? No se han afeitado ni cambiado el color de cabello. Yes, they still have red, bright hair. All right, now and in the report, right? She told me his sisters have red, bright hair. No tiene por qué cambiar. The situation is the same.
Okay.
Situation, yeah. I really like your friend. She says she really likes you. No tiene por qué cambiar. Su sentimiento se mantiene, right? So we say we compare. We're leaving tomorrow at 6:30. They said they were leaving tomorrow at 6:30. Okay, eso es reportado el mismo día que fue dicho, right? And this one, they said they were leaving the next day at 6:30. Reportado algunos días después. So it depends en el momento cuando lo reporto. Si lo reporto ahí mismo en streaming live, dice el sale a las 6:30. Okay, and we're here in the airport. Estoy reportándolo a las 5, right? Maybe or 5:30 at 6, yeah. But here the next one, no, lo reporté días después, right? Días después, the next day. Ahí sí, todo depende de cuándo lo reporto. Eso es otro motivo por el cual no tiene por qué cambiar. Si está en el mismo día que lo reportaste, no tiene por qué cambiar, right? Pero si es en otro momento, yes, in that case, yes, it's necessary. It depends, right? So another one, the next one. When the verb follows a linking word after or because, right? I locked the door after I finished. So, all right, so we link the verb, finished cleaning the room, right? She told him she locked the door after she finished cleaning the room, or she told him she had locked the door after she had finished cleaning the room. Yes, it could be. It can be both. That's fine. She had, but remember, when she say after, después de after or before, no, we don't have to change it. Podrías cambiarlo, pero no es necesario. Let's say she finished cleaning. After she had finished, también, but yes, because generalmente al pasado lo cambiamos al pasado perfecto, right? Past to past perfect. Past changes to past perfect, right? But with the linking words after or because, it's not necessary to change, right? It's not necessary to change. Eso es lo que está diciendo. I'm annoyed because I was talking and you interrupted me. All right. Now, después de because, tampoco. It said after or because. Aquí es ejemplo with after, and here's the example with because. I'm annoyed because I was talking and you interrupted me. She said that she was annoyed because she was talking and I interrupted her. Lo que sí cambia son los pronombres, obviamente, pero no el verbo, right? The verb doesn't change. ¿Por qué? Por el after and for el because, lo que no nos menciona en nuestro libro, right? So here we say after, because of after, and because of because in this case, right? Because, and here because of after, right? So it's because of after or because, no es necesario. We can, it's possible. We had been talking, yes, okay, but it's not necessary. So aquí tenemos dos opciones, right? There are two options. You can do it in two different ways. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Good, good. Now let's practice a little bit. Let's see the time. The time, yes, we have time for practice. Okay, good. Right here. And here, the instructions say, read the newspaper and report and choose the correct words in italics. The correct words in italics. What are the correct words in italics? It says, in court this week. Están reportando la noticia. Maggie Givens reports from Brentford Magistrates Court. It says, on Tuesday, local shopkeeper Barry Southgate appeared in court for dangerous driving. Okay? Police constable, o sea, police officer, constable, Harriet Diamond, esto es en inglés británico, constable. En inglés americano la palabra es officer, oficial, right? Officer. Right? Said, officer. Officer Harriet Diamond said that on the night of February 14th of February, she had seen a dark blue Volkswagen Golf traveling at high speed through the residential area. She stopped the motorist, Mr. Southgate, and asked him to tell her his driving speed. He replied, what? That he has or had no idea.
El replicó es el has.
When did it happen?
Has, teacher, has no idea.
On the night of February 14th, sucedió el 14 de febrero. So ahí tenemos una fecha del pasado ya.
Right? He's had no idea.
Yeah, he had no idea. When PC Diamond asked to see the driver's license, he replied that he will or he would bring it. Está reportando. Right? Will, cuando es directo. Cuando es reported, it would be would.
Good, teacher,
Yeah,
good.
Would bring it to the police station. When? Tomorrow or the following day?
Tomorrow?
No, tomorrow is direct, no? The following day is reported.
The following day.
Right, reported day. They closed the door and drove off, again at high speed. In response to Magistrate Richard Pound's question, Mr. Southgate said, what? I blank knew.
He knew, teacher.
He knew, right? He knew he had been over the speed limit, but he didn't know exactly what speed.
What speed was, teacher, was.
No, because it's pasado simple, pasado perfecto. Had been traveling at, yes. Had been traveling at.
He said that he had
forgotten, yes, perfect, to take his license to the police station.
is the next or the next day.
Yes, the next day, right? The next day. This one, no, just the next day. Yes, the next day. All right. The magistrate wanted to know how he could forget something important like that, and Mr. Southgate explained that his wife.
Que está su esposa. Él explicó past simple. Has had teacher. O
Had. Claro, tenemos un had como el auxiliar y un had como el pasado perfecto, el pasado participio del verbo. So yes, had. It's very strange, but yes, it exists.
When is past perfect, past simple teacher is past perfect, right?
Yes, exactly.
Or past perfect is past perfect.
Right. Also, it doesn't change. If it's past perfect, it's past perfect also. Right? The first baby that day. So he.
The first baby.
Can't or hadn't been able to. Can't is in the present, right? So yes.
Hadn't, did you
yes,
have?
so hadn't been able, been able to take his license to the police station. He added that he had been rushing to the hospital.
The evening before.
The evening before, yes, very good. The evening before. And that was why he had been driving so fast. Magistrate Pound said that Mr. Southgate still.
It was todavía had to, teacher.
Yes, had to pay. He had to pay the fine for speeding that he.
Wish teacher is that wish because
it's constant, right? It's still a constant. He wishes him and his new family all the best. Yes, and that he wishes. It's a constant. It doesn't change. Yes, that's good. Yes, that's good. That's good. All right. That was good. You did well. That was good practice. And we can stop there. We have another. Oh, let's do another one. Oh, we do have time. Okay. No, there is time. There is some time. Let's do another one here. Okay, so here it says, complete the reported speech statement.
Complete the
reported speech statement. Make all the changes you can. All right, so it says, the politician to the reporters, I'm ready to answer your questions. The politician told the reporters that he was ready to answer their questions. Okay, so let's complete this here. It says, reporter, police were offended by remarks in your speech. A reporter said, what? Estamos reportando lo que dicen los reporteros, that's okay. A reporter said that what people were offended by the remarks in your speech. So a reporter said that people were, no. People, yes, it's un constante, right? People were, but it's in the past. Entonces, had been, okay. People had been. What the hell have they been? Oh, ahí estás. You disappeared. Offended.
Oh, sorry, teacher.
It's okay. People had been offended by. That's the first part. So the sentence says, people were offended by your remarks in your speech. Our reporter said that people, when they asked the people had been offended by remarks in the politician's speech. Yes, that would be the first one. Okay, I helped you with number one. What about number two? It says, politician, I didn't make any offensive remarks in my speech yesterday.
The politician state. Teacher, what is state?
Said. It's another way of saying said. Declaró. Declaró. It's stated.
Declaró, state. Declaró, dijo. The politician state.
It says here he didn't make. So that's in the simple past.
Is
So
had.
He hadn't made. Exactly.
Made.
He hadn't made any offensive remarks in the I no más quedaría. He hadn't made any offensive remarks
His speech.
Okay. ¿Cuándo?
The day before, teacher. The day before.
The day before. Yes, the day before. Good. Yes. Perfect. That's right. And then number 3, I was just describing my plans for next year. I was just describing.
Oh, I was just describing my plans for next year. He said that he teacher?
Yes, that he
was his past simple is past
continuous. His past continuous.
Describing. Okay, teacher. Past continuous is past perfect continuous. He had. He been.
He had. Tienes razón. He had been.
Describing.
He had describing. Very good. His plans for next year.
His plans.
Yes, his plans. Ahí está. His plans for next year.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Now here it says, number 4. You must know people have asked for your resignation. Right? Que dé un paso acostado. Resignation. Right? You must know.
Yes, teacher, the reporter said the politician, you, or me, I.
The reporter said that the politician. No. That the politician.
To must know that.
He, right? He.
Él dijo
the politician. No, but yeah, the politician. Yes, that he. Yeah, the politician.
Yes, teacher. So you, teacher, you or.
No.
Me.
No, the politician said, what did he say? People. Politician. The reporter said that the politician, ¿qué debería ser? Debería saber, must know. Okay, so it's must know.
¿No?
Must know. It's must know.
Tú debes conocer que esta gente tiene.
Debe de saber. It's in the presente, right? It's in the present. So yes, so it's still, it maintains, right? Must know. Must know. That
teacher, it must know or have to?
Must have known. No, porque no es algo que tenía que haberlo sabido, sino es algo presente. Must know. It's now, right? Must know that people.
Teacher, must is not changed for had to.
Must or must had to. Oh, you're right. Had to know. Had to know that people.
The people
had asked in the pasado perfecto, right? Had asked, right? Had asked for his resignation. Yes. So the reporter said that the politician had to know that people had asked for his resignation. Yes. It's the past perfect for had asked. Okay. Let's do one more. Number 5. It says, I can't understand it myself. I simply describe the situation in the country. The politician said, blank himself, he blanked the situation in the country. The politician said, what? I simply described the situation in the country. Okay, so the politician said,
the politician said,
ya no sería I, sino
claro.
He couldn't. right? He couldn't understand. Right?
He couldn't understand.
He couldn't understand.
Oh, only teacher himself.
Yes, he couldn't understand it. Okay, it. Faltó el it.
It
He couldn't
himself.
understand it himself. He had, en todo caso, right?
He had this simple described.
He had simply described
The
the situation in the country. Yes, there it is. Okay, good. It's a little bit more difficult, but yes, that's okay. Okay, so what I want to do here.
In this case, I have been is the present perfect, right?
Yes, had been is the present.
It's
the past perfect continuous.
I have been is in this case he.
Mm-hmm. He had been described.
He had been this. No, I have been working, teacher very hard.
Here the next one. I have been working very hard, and I see no reason to resign. He added that he had been he had been working very hard.
Teacher is present perfect continuous, right?
Right, so we change it to the past perfect continuous.
Perfect continuous. Okay, teacher.
Very hard, and he saw no reason to resign. Right, and then the final one, because we have to go. I will make a full statement about my plans tomorrow afternoon.
He would, teacher.
He ended that he would. Yes, he would make. He would make a full statement
about
not my
teacher, his plans.
Yes, his plans.
Tomorrow, no, teacher, is the next day or the following day.
The following day. The following day. Right.
That's the only.
Right, that's it. All right, very good. Yes, you're doing good. You have a good idea. Okay, that's great.